kids, I hope you are doing amazingly well. Today we are continuing our brand new series learning all about how Jesus helped people here on earth. So we are going to head straight into it, and I'm going to hand over to my friend Danica, and she is going to read a story all about a man called Zacchaeus.
Hi Adventure Kids! My name's Danica, and today I'm going to be reading you a story about a little short man called Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a short man. He collected money from the people and gave it all to the king. He also took a bit of extra money for himself. Can you see Zacchaeus there? The people didn't like Zacchaeus because he took all of their money. One day, the people heard that Jesus was passing by, and Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus. But because he was a little short man, do you know what Zacchaeus had to do? He had to climb up into the tree so that he could see Jesus. While Zacchaeus was up in the tree, Jesus passed by and he said, "Zacchaeus, Zacchaeus, come down. Come down from the tree, Zacchaeus. I want to go to your house." So Zacchaeus came down from the tree and took Jesus to his house. Jesus was very kind to Zacchaeus, and Jesus changed Zacchaeus' life. Zacchaeus gave all the people back the money that he had taken from them after he spent time with Jesus. And the 3 points I want you to remember from today's story is, point number 1, no one is too bad or too mean to be Jesus's friend. Jesus loves everybody. Point number 2, Jesus came to save those who were lost and who weren't following his example of how to be good. Point number 3, Zacchaeus wanted to be more like Jesus, so he went and gave all the people back the money that he had stolen from them. Have a good day, Adventure Kids. Bye-bye.
Amazing. Well, we are going to sing together. We are going to sing about how big our God is and how amazing he is. We are going to sing a song that goes, "Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands." Okay? So I'm going to be down in the corner doing the actions, and the words are going to come up on the screen. All right?
He's higher than a skyscraper, and he's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And he's known me and he's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and he's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And he's known me and he's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands.
Now, we are going to head straight in and do a craft now. So I've got 2 different versions of this craft that you can do. So number 1 is you can make a little Zacchaeus in the tree like this. Or number 2, I've only got 1 Zacchaeus, so let me just pop him off there and pop him onto this one, is you can have it on a piece of paper like this. I think this is my favourite version, so I'm going to show you how I did it. So what you will need is a piece of paper, you will need a hole punch, you will need some scissors to be used with your grown-up, you will need some sellotape and a pencil, and you need something to be Zacchaeus. So I've got a little peg and I've just drawn a face on it, which I thought was an easy way to do it, but maybe you want to cut out a little Zacchaeus out of paper, or whatever you've got you can use as Zacchaeus. And you will need some string and probably some colouring pens or something to colour in, because this one's a bit boring, isn't it? It needs a bit of colour on it. First step, you're going to get your piece of paper and your hole punch, and what you need to do is you need to hole punch somewhere at the top and somewhere at the bottom. So I'm going to do that now. Here we go. You only want to get 1, so if you've got 2 hole punches like me, you've got to be careful. There we go. So that's 1 hole, and then somewhere try and get it as evenly lined up as you can. There we go, so I've got my 2 holes. And then I am going to draw my tree. So you are going to draw the top of your tree. Maybe you want to do a bubbly tree, maybe some different leaves. And then you're going to draw a trunk all the way down to the bottom hole, okay? Once you have drawn your tree and your trunk, you want to thread your string through from this side, so from the bottom, and then you're going to go all the way to the top, and then you're going to thread it through again at the top. So then you will have your string, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cut the end that's still attached. So there we go. We've got this and this. So what you need to do is probably grab your grown-up, because this bit's a little bit tricky. You are going to tie these 2 pieces together. Now grown-ups, you are probably going to have to help at this bit because it is quite fiddly, but once you've done that, it's pretty simple. Amazing. So once you have tied a knot at the back, you should be able to move your piece of string up and down. There we go. And then what I thought would be fun is I just got a little peg, so this is just a wooden peg, and I drew a little smiley face on him. So you can clip him on, and then you can push him down to the bottom of the tree, like when Jesus called him, and then you can push him back up. And then it's at this point, maybe you want to take your peg off and you want to add some tissue paper, or you want to colour it in green or brown for the trunk, maybe to colour the background in. And then you can remember the story of Zacchaeus and how he went all the way down from the top of the tree where he'd been looking at Jesus so that he could talk to Jesus and be his friend. And if you wanted to do this version, all you need is a lollipop stick, a piece of string and some green paper, and you're going to cut the green paper into a tree, stick it onto your lollipop stick, and then you're going to pop a little piece of string through here, and let me get my peg Zacchaeus. And it's just the same sort of thing. You can pull Zacchaeus up to the top or push it back down to the bottom. Well, that was so much fun. I loved making Zacchaeus with you, but we are going to finish off with a prayer. So maybe bow your heads and close your eyes. Dear God, thank you so much that you are the perfect example of being kind and generous. Thank you that there is nothing that can separate us from your love and your friendship. Thank you that you love us and that you care for us. Amen. Amen. Well, guys, I hope you have had a great time. I've had so much fun this morning and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye.